welcome back to Riding the Road with Ralia. So, I'm farm sitting starting this weekend for about a week. Excuse me. And I got another little dog added to my list. I think it's one of their friends they must be traveling with to wherever they're going. She sounds like a sweet little Springer Spaniel. I'm so excited. Springer Spaniels have a really soft spot in my heart. There's a family friend that has one. She's absolutely precious. I love her. And one of Murphy's bestest friends in the whole wide world is one as well. I'm just in love with them. I haven't met this particular one, although I did look her up on our system at work, and she has been there, but not in a long time, so I'm hoping they go elsewhere now. Otherwise, she is not up to date on her vaccines, and that makes me nervous. But I'm sure they go elsewhere at this point. It happens. It's whatever. And maybe she only came here for boarding. I don't remember. Because I should have looked and see if there's reminders that we're done. But anyway, it'll be fine. I'm excited. They've got horses, they have some cows now, chickens, guineas, the dogs, of course, some barn cats. It's a fun little mix there. I'm very excited. Be there for about a week. Kind of wish that I didn't work that whole week, but oh well. I'm mostly just worried for the dogs because I do work long shifts. I've done it before and they've been fine, but I always just feel bad that because I don't have time to like run back there and let them out over lunch or anything. I think I have a couple daycare shifts that week instead of just the one, which helps some because those aren't as long, but yeah. We shall see. I mean, if they have an accident, obviously it's not their fault, and I'll clean it up. It's not a big deal. Where are you going? There's not a turn thing. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, that'll be fun and exciting. I might have some stories to share from that. Everybody that has these driveways that are like right after these little median weird little island things, I feel bad for them. But also they're all turning into their driveways right now. That's incredibly inconvenient and I would hate that. So I would never live on Main Street. A Main Street, not even just this one. Any of them. I hate that. Especially these divided ones where like you'd have to back into the road to like get out of your driveway. That makes me so nervous. I would cry a little bit every time. But anyway, okay. Sorry, I had to think really hard about which lane I was in, which one's closed. You getting over, homie? Because I'll let you in, but you gotta work with me here. There you go. It is always so awkward when you're trying to let somebody in because their lane is closed up ahead and they're just not getting over, and it's like I literally could not give you more room without letting in the whole line of cars behind you, and obviously I'm not doing that. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. There's a lot of road work going on this week in the most inconvenient places. And I guess they ought to. It's like a fall day today. I think last time I had done one of these, it was like 100 degrees. My AC wasn't working. Now it's like solids. Well, it was 65 last time I looked. Now it's 76, but still. This is like perfect temperatures outside. I would take this like 60s, 70s any day. That is like my absolute favorite temperatures. And it's all thanks to the wicked storm we had last night. The other night, yesterday morning, evening, whatever. No. I don't know what day it is anymore. I think it's Wednesday. I hope it's Wednesday, otherwise I should probably be at work right now. Nobody's called me, so it's fine. Anyway, Dead Fish Society Day today. It was a good time. one of them had asked me if I'd heard anything about the job I'd applied for next door at the lab, and I was like, no, not yet. And literally, like, right after she'd asked, I had gotten an email that they had sent on my stuff to the hiring manager. So, hoping to set up an interview sometime this month, hopefully. I don't know, like, what the timeline is for all that stuff, but I'm super curious how it goes. I hope it goes well. I already met the hiring manager. I talked to him kind of about the position like a month ago now, back when I was first applying to this job. And he was really cool. So, I feel like that's always nice, at least for me. I'm much more, like, chill and not so... Obviously, you're going to be anxious about... Well, I am going to be anxious about any job interview, but I'm a lot better than I used to be, but it's also helpful for me, I think, when I kind of know the person already, or at least enough that it's not, like, brand new, like, oh my goodness, like, this is so stressful. And he's a pretty chill guy. Obviously, I'm not going to, like, be too casual, but it's... I don't know. He's not super duper intimidating. He seems like a really cool guy, so that helps me out immensely. I think it'll be over Zoom is what I heard, but we'll see how it goes. If it's in person, I think I would prefer having an interview in person. I had one over Zoom before for a different, it was like an internship with a different environmental kind of dealio. And that was fine too. That one was... Those guys were pretty chill as well, and I wasn't insanely nervous for that one either, but it was still kind of like, I don't like that degree of separation. I kind of like to have the more personable, okay, where are you people going? Anyway, gosh, I like the more personable nature of in-person interviews. That's what I'm trying to say. Just building that connection more. But at least I have the first meeting, I guess, down already, so that's nice. What else? I set up my health insurance through work today because the military kicks you off at an unreasonable age. Everybody else I know gets to stay on until they're like 26. I was booted off far before then. Anyway, which I could rant about that for hours, but I won't. I'll spare you all my soapbox, at least for that. There's no telling what else I'll rant about in this next hour or whatever, however long it takes me to get home. But yeah, so above all else, I'm just grateful I have insurance, but I'm quite upset because I have to switch hospitals. And honestly, the main thing I'm upset about is that I love my, like, TMI, I guess, but, like, my women's health care doctor, you can extrapolate that how you will, I'm sure you know what I mean, but I absolutely adore her, and I feel like that's, like, arguably one of the most important. Well, you should really love all your doctors, because that's kind of an important relationship to be comfortable in, but I just absolutely adore her. I am going to be extremely upset if I can't, like, keep going there, but I don't think I can. It's a different hospital that it's through, I guess, which is really dumb, and I can't afford to pay, you know. I'm hoping, though, here's my grand master plan. I won't have to go back to her for another year or so, because I'm not due for anything, obviously, unless I have issues, but I'm hoping by then I will have a different insurance, maybe through this other one, hint, wink, nudge, nudge, but the trick is then, I guess, if they offered it through the hospital you should go to, but whatever. Even if not, though, hopefully by then I could figure something out to find one that is through them. Obviously, through work would be preferred, but there's a bunch of different, like, healthcare options through the state. I'm sure something would work. Because it's such a big hospital. I'm like, where do you all work where you get, like, insurance that works here? Because I want that. I'll go work with you guys. But I digress. insurance is such a, like, I'm mostly just mad about car insurance, to be honest. Like, health insurance, I'm mad about in its own ways, but, like, I have nothing good to say about car insurance. It's so expensive, and it helps you with nothing. Like, you have to have it, and it's so expensive, and it doesn't even do anything for you. Like, I had to have my whole windshield replaced. Did I already talk about this? I'm having a moment. I'm sorry. If I already ranted about this, please just ignore me. Go to a previous episode. I don't know. Whatever. Find someone else to listen to, I guess. So, but I gotta complain about it, because I'm still mad, and I always will be, to be honest. But, like, I had to have my whole windshield replaced because there's a massive crack in it, and I don't even know how it happened. It just was there, and it was small enough, and then it was, like, giant the next day. And my best guess is that a car in front of me had kicked up a rock, and it just hit my windshield just right. I genuinely do not know what happened. But, yeah, I had to have the whole windshield replaced then because the crack was too big to, like, you know, just fix. I don't know how they fix smaller ones, but, like, it was far too big to just do that safely, you know, structurally. I say that like I know what I'm talking about. But it would have cost more to do that through insurance, or pay for that through insurance, than it did to just pay for it out of pocket. And it's like, why on earth should the deductible be that high? And why are you not covering this when it's not my fault? Like, it's one thing if I had, like, I don't know, smashed my window with the back, I don't know, something stupid, you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't my fault. And it's kind of an important thing. It's like a one-time deal, hopefully. I don't plan on having to replace my windshield anytime soon again. And the people that, shout out to Safelite, they were awesome, by the way, for doing that. Love those guys. But anyway, again, like, I had to get new tires, and that was expensive as heck. Not gonna, I don't know, get beeped off YouTube, but, like, that was so expensive, and they paid nothing for it, and I also need new brake pads. Like, why is maintenance stuff not covered, or, like, an oil change, or, you know what I mean? Why even have insurance then? I know if you get into an accident, that's kind of when it's most important, but, like, the deductible stuff makes no sense whatsoever. I don't understand. I also, and this applies to every insurance, because I still do not get, I feel like the deductible stuff is all different depending on what you have, but, like, I wish that they'd put it in more layman's terms. I know that they need to have the more legal jargon kind of wording, probably, I guess, I don't know, but, like, can they really not, like, have a dumb it down translation for this stuff? Because, like, that's such a disservice, and they probably do that intentionally so that you're like, oh, this sounds good, but really it screws you over or whatever. But, like, come on now. If anybody knows of something or someone that can, like, translate that kind of stuff, I would love, like, a little cheat sheet or something, a website that just translates everything to Insurance for Dummies. Like, I'm sure that's a book, actually. They have everything. Anyway, my blood pressure is rising. I need new brake pads for my car. I'm stressed. I want to go to this car repair place I hear about on the radio that's more local all the time. I do like the dealership by my house too, but I don't know, there's something about this one that's always stuck out to me, this car repair place. But it's so out of my way. I'm only in town where it is once a week, and anyone that could, like, I could wait for my car to be done, which is probably what I would do, because anybody's either at work or not, like, around that could pick me up and take me, I don't know, to lunch or whatever during my appointment. But I don't know. I'm sure they're super busy too, though. But their commercials are just so sweet. I love them. And week, but the trick is getting elsewhere, or I just have to wait, which is fine too. I have plenty I can do on my phone. Anyway, coffee break quick. I just thought of this too. Not really an update on that episode I accidentally deleted, but I haven't really had the chance to mess with that again yet, but I'm hoping I can. There's still a chance, I feel like, that I can save it, but we'll see. Maybe I should ask the Tech Whiz Cheese boyfriend about it. I bet I said that last week too. If this is just basically a repeat of the last episode, I'm very sorry. I feel like I've had things to talk about since then, but apparently not really, because I feel like this is all really deja vu. Hopefully it's the stuff from the episode I deleted, and then you'll just never know that I'm just repeating myself. Until I hopefully save it and post it, and you guys are like, what do you mean? This is literally the same thing as before. Some meta thing there. Past and the present and the future. Some science fiction thing. Anyway. Oh, speaking of the Dead Fish Society, there's this carp processing box you take on wild fish surveys, right? It says carpe diem. C-A-R-P-E. Like carpe diem. I don't know. You know that Latin phrase. Seize the day, I think is what that means. Anyway, long story short, on me pondering words I'm supposed to remember because I took a whole class on that. But anyway, I made this sticker of a carp and it says that on it. And I was gonna put it on that box and see how long it took somebody to notice that it was there. And just because I thought it would be really funny because it's the carp box. I don't know. I was always amused whenever I read that phrase, so on that box, so I was like, oh, it needs a fish to go with it. But anyway, but that box was gone because it was on a wild fish survey, or someone took it with on a wild fish survey. So I recruited one of my friends at the lab to help me plant the sticker on the box. So, and she was on board immediately. I was like, yes, this is awesome. Like, I'm so excited to see if anybody notices next week when I come back. But yeah, I'm very excited. It's gonna be a good time. I need to make more. I had actually another idea for a sticker for like a little, I don't know, it's a work in progress, but I just thought of it when I was doing my media stuff, and I was like, that would be funny, I should make that for myself. That's what most of my stickers end up being, is just random stuff for myself, and then I buy them for myself, I guess. I have like a little Redbubble shop in quotes, although one random person in Virginia bought one of my duck stickers, and I'm still excited about that. That was awesome. I was not expecting it. I thought it was just one of my like purchases that I had made myself, and I was like, oh, why is it emailing me about that? Because obviously if you buy your own stickers, you don't get like the money back unless you made a separate account, I guess. Life hack, maybe. You'd probably get in trouble for that, but anyway. My stickers are so cheap anyway. I make like cents off of them if I sell one, so it's not a big deal. They're like $2. Most of that's just the printing cost. Shameless plug there, I guess. Sorry, I did not mean it that way. I'm just trying to explain. But literally majority of my shop is just stuff that I've made and bought myself as gifts for someone else or for myself. But apparently someone liked that one duck sticker. Shout out to whoever that is. You are awesome. I hope you like your sticker. I will make more. Just tell me what you want. Anyway. Let's see. Oh, some segue into something else. Coffee, because it's sitting right here, waiting for me to drink it. I saw my soul sister today. still have not figured out how we know each other, but that's just our thing now, is we're soul sisters. That's the only explanation. Apparently she's going on a road trip, which sounds super exciting. Somewhere in Oregon, it sounded like. I hope she has a blast. Sounds like she's leaving insanely early tomorrow morning, and they're just going like straight there. And I'm like, more power to you, sis. I understand the drive there. I drove right to Wyoming one time. Well, we were going down to Utah for the Owl Project, and it was a friend and I. And we basically just split the drive into like 2 days, and on the way there and back, really, we just kind of like each took a day. Well, the way back, we like pretty much just drove like straight home. Well, sort of. So she drove from Utah up to Wyoming. I think we actually ended up going to South Dakota because we wanted to stay at the hotel that we had stayed at previously, or like one of them that was nearby to where we had stopped before. And then I drove from the Wyoming one back to Wisconsin. And we're not like super inland in Wisconsin, but you know, it's a bit of a jaunt. On the way there, it was pretty much the same thing. We kind of split that one up a little bit more, but on the way back, we pretty much just split up the days until we were like, okay, you need to take the last half hour because my eyes are glazing over. I can't do this anymore. So we were like, bet. But yeah, it was a good time. I was always really nervous about driving, like, in general, really, but especially on the interstate and like in bigger towns, and that actually helped me out a lot with that, feeling more comfortable doing that. I still refuse to drive downtown where I live, though, like those one-way streets. I hate that. I will not do it unless I have to, but I usually make sure that I don't have to. Highly recommend going on road trips, especially if you're, well, not especially anything really, just go do something fun, go somewhere you want to go see or do something. It's a lot of fun. I'd rather drive places than fly. I know some people are the opposite, and I don't really mind flying. It's just, I don't know, something about driving there just is fun, and probably cheaper considering the prices of some plane tickets. I think it's that Midwest trucker vibe. We drive like an hour just to go out to eat. What else can I ramble about? I might cut this one early. We'll see. I've already probably talked at you all long enough. Here's one thing I can ramble about. Just because I've been thinking about it a lot more lately and trying to actively do it, but just like participating in stuff in your community more is actually a lot of fun. I coworkers have kind of done that more. I've gone to different places around town I didn't even know existed, and gone to different little events around town that I hadn't even heard of before. And I don't know, I just think it's a lot of fun. It was really funny to see people, like clients from work or coworkers too, old coworkers even, that I hadn't seen in a while, or that I had just seen and was like, hey, long time no see, haha. But I don't know, it's a lot more personable too, I think, because it's a smaller town. But I feel like even in a big city, just like being part of like your community is so much fun. It gets me out of the house, has me doing something other than, I don't know, sitting on my phone, I guess. And you know, now I'm aware of different places I can go to eat something different, support local businesses, local groups, and do fun activities and things like that. In particular, last night there was this little, not like a fair, sort of, I guess. I mean, I call it a fair. And it was free. It was like a whole free thing. And it was a bunch of different, like, groups and businesses and different things that were all set up. And they brought in a bunch of different things. It was really cool. And the entire thing was free. They even had free food. Like, free, like, whole little lunch bags. Homies crossing the street. And, oh my gosh, that's cute. I love it when people actually stop at crosswalks for people to cross the street. You're supposed to legally. I'm pretty sure that's a law in Wisconsin, is that if you see them there, you have to stop. But most people don't, of course, because why would they? I digress. Back to my little fair thing. And the whole thing was free, and it was so much fun. Like, for me as an adult, but also they had a bunch of stuff for kids, too. It was like a whole family affair. And I think it's a newer event. And I've never heard of it before now. It's been a few years on now, but I'm totally going back next year. I'm going to bring the rest of the fam with, too, because I think they would also really like it. But I need to, like, follow... I've got this love-hate relationship with Facebook, because that's, I feel like, where you'd find out about stuff like that is on Facebook, because everyone has Facebook, it seems. At least most businesses and stuff do. But also, I just really hate it, and I don't want it. I've never had it. I don't know. But I feel like I need it just to keep track of different things anymore. But yeah, just like random. I need to get better at going to like little local businesses too, and just seeing what's out there. Every time I've done that, I've had a blast, and I need to do it some more. I think that's going to be my resolution for the new year, I guess. Very late in the year because it is August, but you know what? It's never a bad time to better yourself, right? Isn't that what that's supposed to be for, is bettering yourself? But anyway. So, do yourself a favor, and a local business probably as well, because, you know, they're usually struggling in some way or another, sadly. Go find some random place you've never been before. Go to a random event in your town you've not been to. Or even if it's one that you have been to, like, go again next year. Or this year, if it's coming up. I don't know. It's fun. It's good for you and the people there, too. Now I think I'll be done. Anyway. Oh, there was one other thing I was going to talk about, but I don't remember what it was. Maybe I'll do a short segment on it, if I remember. In a little bit. But for now, I think I'm going to cut it here. Yeah. I'll talk at y'all later. Bye-bye.